We are connecting. All right. Hey, everyone. Welcome to VCGCon Day 6. This is the Gallant Night Games Tiny Saturday Mornings Day. Thank you so much for joining us. One thing you should know is that I am a huge Transformers nerd. I grew up with it in the 80s. The Transformers 86 animated movie is probably in my top 5 of movies of all time. And so when Alan said he was putting out a game that was kind of similar to that, I said, let's do it on the show during VCGCon. And Alan, look at him. He's just ecstatic about being here and running this game for us. Alan, thank you so much for putting this out and coming on VCG.
Yeah, I'm super excited.
We can tell.
I'm excited. It's gonna be a blast.
It'll be a lot of fun. We just did the Rise of Evil. So if you haven't checked that out, please go back and watch that as well. But let me thank all the players for coming on and being a part of this. Of course, you've seen him before. Jordan Streeter, thanks for coming on.
Hey, no problem. How's it going, everybody?
Rob Kalajian from A Pawn's Perspective. Jesse, thanks for coming back and not being and telling folks not to be an asshat like you did earlier.
It's a solid message. I support telling people to not be asshats.
What stream was this on? What panel?
This was the Consent in Gaming panel that Jesse gave, and I think it's a good message. You know.
Well, I'm glad you were there to deliver the appropriate message.
And of course, we want to thank Alex for coming on.
Thanks for having me, guys. I'm excited to learn to play this game.
Awesome. Now, let's first of all, did all of us know? I know I grew up in the 80s. How many of us grew up in the 80s?
I was there for part of it.
No, Alex is shaking his head no. No? Okay. Awesome. All right. So I'm going to I was just kind of curious. I'm going to condense the show. There you go, Alan. I'm throwing it your way. I transformed it into a ball and I threw it your way.
Yay. All right. This is going to be so much fun. I'm so excited. All right. Yeah. I'm just really regretting this.
It's only session 2 of 3, Alan.
That's what you want to hear a game master
This
say.
happens every time with Doug, though. He'll be like, you want to do this thing? And I'm like, oh, I like Doug. I'll say yes. And then every time I do it, I'm like, I wish I hadn't committed to the thing with Doug.
Wow.
Because by the time it's over, I'm like, you know what? I don't like that Doug guy. And then I forget by the next time something comes around. And I'm like, Doug, I'll do it. Man. Yeah. It's like I just forget. I got Doug blindness. All right.
I love you, Alan.
You just can't quit, Doug.
I love you too, Doug. All right. So we are playing one of the settings of the upcoming Gallant Night Games Tiny D6 rule book, Tiny Saturday Mornings. And so what Tiny Saturday Morning is going to be, it's not out yet. We're still playtesting it. It's going to be a smaller book, about 40 pages, and then you will buy cereal. Cereal. Yeah, I did that. I'm not ashamed. That are different series that you can play through, right? So like earlier this morning, we did Rise of Evil, which is a multinational patriotic task force designed to stop an evil organization of villains. And right now we're going to do the Mechaen Gambit, which is about robots who have come to Earth and they have to exist undercover.
You would say that there's more than meets the eye?
Well, I would say they are robots who are in disguise.
Will we have to roll out?
No, probably not.
Okay.
We will have to roll some dice. So it's kind of the same thing, right? Yeah. Okay. So Tiny Saturday Morning is designed to play a little quicker, is a little more somehow it's a little more rules light than the regular Tiny D6 games. Are you telling me not to say that? Like
No, I have an itch right there. I just want to say I can't imagine Tiny D6 is already pretty rules light, so but I love it.
So there's a couple. So it's designed to be kind of quick, punchy, a little more family oriented. So you could sit down with your kids in the morning, play for 30 minutes, and be done. So you can run your own little cartoons at the table in the morning. All right. So here we go. All All right, so we're gonna make some characters. We're gonna do it right now. Super easy. So everybody's got their pen, pencil, whatever you have, a piece of paper. Good to go. All right, cool. So you all are Autotrons. Autotrons are a group of sentient robots who have come to Earth, and they are hiding from the overseers, which are evil sentient robots, right? So you have the ability to take disguises by changing your form through crazy, weird Saturday morning magic that defies the laws of physics. Apparently, volume and mass do not matter to you. So first, you are a team. You are led by the Autotron Exemplar Rampart, who is your fearless leader, and he has led you to Earth. So you're gonna have to come up with your gimmick, and your gimmick is, what is your role on the team? What makes you unique as an Autotron, right? This can be a job. This can be a particular trait, like second in command, right? Could be a gimmick. I'm the second in command. I am the tech Autotron. I'm the whatever, right? Like, what is your gimmick as a member of the team? And so we're gonna start with Doug. So Doug, because you did this on Rise of Evil, you're a little more familiar with this.
Yes, I did. I'm going to be the communication officer.
Okay. So what makes you special as a communications officer?
I have okay, so I am and I'm borrowing this is a Jordan Streeter idea. I am a news van that I transform into, and I have beta tapes that eject from my news studio in the background that go out and collect communication and spy on different things. Alan, that's a great idea. Come on, man.
That's awesome. I am a big supporter of this.
Thank you.
I was gonna go with like a boombox, but I definitely think a news van is different, and I think we can make it work.
Oh, you're gonna get me.
My name is gonna be broadcast as well.
Okay. All right. So that's kind of how your gimmick works. So we'll go to Jordan. Since Doug stole one of your gimmicks, what's your new gimmick?
I think my gimmick, I guess I can be like a what a range fighter kind of fall into as a gimmick.
Okay, sure.
Okay.
So what makes you special though, right? Because any Autotron can pick up an energy gun.
Right. Basically, I transform into a construction crane.
Okay.
So my range attack is just kind of keeping things as far away as possible by swinging around and take my character.
So it's not a range attack; it's actually a melee attack with an exceptional reach.
Yeah, there's a very long range.
You have like a. So if you're a crane, you probably have like a wrecking ball you spin around or something, right?
Oh yes, please do.
Or like a giant hook or something.
Ooh, could I switch them out?
Sure, why not?
All right. Okay.
So what's your name?
Just got reach.
Reach. Okay. I'm gonna change it on this.
I gotcha.
So we're gonna go to Rob or Robert. Sorry.
Rob is fine. I don't know why it says I'm Robert.
Okay, because I've always called you Rob before, and then it said Robert here, so I was like, I'll go.
Here,
We're super formal on this
Robert.
show.
We're gonna go to Robert C. College something.
Yeah, it's gonna do this. Boom. All right. So I'm gonna be like the scout.
I don't think that means what you think it means.
Oh no. I was gonna say I'm gonna be the scout. And can I be a triple changer or can I only be like a regular?
Man, you tell me what you are.
All right, so I'm a triple changer, and I could be my robot form, or I could turn into a skateboard or a pair of rollerblades.
So are you a little smaller than the other Autotrons?
I'm a little bit smaller. I'm fast.
Cool.
So yeah, and I can split into two to become a pair of rollerblades.
Let's add a BMX bike to that. Like do all three of the hardcore 80s.
There you go. So so I'm a quad changer, so I could be a BMX bike also.
There you go. Now you have all the 80s hardcore sports.
Yeah, and I'm like those the it's like black with like the neon like checker pattern.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so please tell me that you're like the you have like a human friend.
Oh, I have to.
That uses you all the time to get around.
Yeah, like I hang out in their backpack.
Yeah, I just think that's
it's
totally...
like it's like a 12-year-old kid named Rob.
can you also change it to a skip it?
No, stop.
You sure it's not Robert?
I will
just wondering.
I could have been a fanny pack, but I decided not to.
Wow, how many face palms can we make Alan do?
All
in
right,
this one session?
Jesse.
Yikes.
You seem like a reasonable person. What's your character concept?
Ooh, that's a bold move.
I
you're saying
am
that.
working with what I got.
So I was thinking location might kind of change this up a little bit because I was thinking of doing some sort of like auger and like something to like mine. So like auger or explosives.
Okay.
Okay.
So you're like the demo expert?
Yeah, I was definitely thinking demolition.
Okay, cool.
So have a big drill, have some explosives, be able to dig and, you know,
Sure.
make it into places.
I love it.
All right, I can work with that.
Cool.
Do you have a name?
Name Doug.
Doug. Okay. Awesome.
D-U-G.
D-U-G.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like it.
That's not going to get confusing at all. Can
I
you pick a different
love
name,
it.
please?
Jesse, you're welcome back on the show anytime.
Yes.
Oh, Alex.
Hey.
You're my
So,
last best hope.
I was really thinking. I'm thinking something. I was thinking more mundane. How do we feel about like a hatchback? That's the real
Okay.
brute of the team here.
Sure. I like it. Okay.
You're like
I
a
don't know,
Corolla
like,
hatchback.
Yeah, it's like something real mundane looking.
Okay. And what's your so what do you do for the team?
I was thinking about like took demolition. I was thinking like the brute, I don't know. He kind of took me with the demolition. I was thinking something like brutish, breaking stuff.
I mean, I do it with explosives. If you want to
Oh,
get a
you do have
drill,
explosives.
explosive and
Oh.
drill is my thing. So if you want to do something else with demolition, that's fine.
That was kind of where I was thinking was like big hammer or something.
Do you have the wood paneling on the side?
Oh yes, definitely. Also, it could be a big mallet.
Nice. All right. What's your name gonna be?
I don't know.
Well, we can come back
I
to
didn't
you.
think about it yet. Okay. Yeah,
You
can we come back to me?
Yeah.
All right, well, that's everybody. So we're time to loop back around to Alex. Or back to you, Alex. What's your name?
Oh no. Oh. Poor guy, put him on the spot.
I'm just kidding. You got a few seconds. All right. So that's your gimmick. And that's kind of, you've all established what you transform into with that gimmick. So that's great. You should make sure that's all marked down so you know. Now you're going to come up with 3 traits. So traits are either an adjective or a short phrase. That's something like you're good at or that you get a benefit on, right? So you could be like strong, fast, accurate, perceptive. You could be like, I'm a computer expert, right? If you were to describe this character, what are the 3 things you would say that describe them, right? And just write them down. That's all you got to do. And when you're done, we'll have you go through them and read them off.
Let me think here.
Cool.
Okay.
Got mine.
All right, I think these will work.
And these are both like physical things and or personality traits.
Yeah. So like you could be like, I'm charismatic. I'm good with people, whatever. Maybe not good with people because then you'd be a talking car and that would probably make you bad with people. But
Maybe
yeah.
you're so good with people. They're like, nah, this car seems all right.
I don't
This car's talking to me. That can't be weird. It's cool. He's a friendly car.
Cool. Then I'm set.
Okay. Yeah, I'm set too.
Doug, you could have been a Tandy 1000 that shot out floppy disks.
No, I didn't want to be that. I want to be something useful.
It's useful to play King's Quest.
King's Quest was so good.
All right.
Anyway, do you want me to say my?
Yes, let's start with Doug. I think
we'll go again. I'm going to be like a tech expert, so I'll be good at like hacking computers and like deciphering information. I'm also going to be, I guess that would kind of make me smart. I'm kind of playing something that I'm not really. And then I'm very charismatic as well. Like I think, most what's so funny, Alan?
No, go ahead, Doug.
Yeah. Most of the other bots on my team like hanging out with me because I usually like play pumping music when I'm not, trying to get trying to spy and get communications.
Sure. Okay. Reach.
Reach, being that he's a crane that can switch out the ends of his crane. Figure he need to be strong, at the same time accurate, but also endearingly stupid.
Okay, sure. Yeah,
he's good at what he does, but he kind of needs like over there. Okay.
All right, Rob.
I'm small, which can be advantageous.
Sure.
I'm a companion. I love humans, and I like having humans around. And I am mouthy.
That makes sense. Okay. And Jesse / Doug.
So definitely got a drill or a big auger.
So
very important.
What are you calling that trait?
Drill.
Okay.
All right, sure. Yeah, I'll go for it. Whatever.
For I have one.
Yeah. Okay.
Also, excavation, demolition, that kind of stuff used in maybe like archaeology stuff. So I'd say discover.
Okay. Yeah, that's good.
Dig into finding things, discovering.
I can dig it.
And then also explosions.
All right.
So basically, you're digging. Well, pardon the pun, but you're digging being on Earth.
Yeah, I'm digging it.
Okay. You're welcome, Alan.
Really digging these puns.
Yeah.
Puns are just bad people who exploit security flaws.
Let's just shovel them onto Alan.
All right, Alex.
So I was thinking Brutus. I mean, like really, I said it. Like,
yes.
So he's gonna be tough, obviously.
Okay.
I liked that he's very unassuming. I was thinking, so we use him for recon. He goes out to get the scoop because no one thinks this just hatchback driving around. Because maybe you have Bahr, your human friend there every once in a while though, because maybe a car driving itself around town is a little not unassuming.
I don't know, a 12-year-old driving a car around to my
That's okay.
It's the 80s. Crap like that happened. Just go with it.
And I was thinking he's not so bright. Maybe he makes some bad decisions.
So we have two of you who took traits about how not bright you are.
We got two dumb bruisers.
All right.
There is one of us that took trait on being smart.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Which is probably the least person that should have taken it, but I'm going to take it anyway.
Okay.
I'm like the least qualified.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's the thing. All right. So now everybody gets 3 awesome points. So just mark that down.
All right.
Cool. All right. So for those of you who have never played a Tiny D6 game before, let me walk you through how it plays. All right. When you want to do something, you will roll 2 of these 6-sided dice. If the dice shows a 5 or a 6, you are successful. You just need one dice to be a 5 or a 6. You don't add them together, nothing to roll. And then 5 or 6. If you have advantage, you roll 3. If you have disadvantage, you roll 1. Disadvantage always trumps advantage. So if you would have both, you only roll 1 die. Okay. You never roll more than 3. You never roll less than 1. As long as you get a 5 or 6, you do the thing. The awesome points can be used to re-roll anything. They can be used to have a piece of gear that you might need in a pinch. And they can be used to make an attack miss. Okay. Nobody has any hit points in this game. If you are hit, you are stunned, and your next roll is just at disadvantage.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Would if I eject the tape, would that use up an
Probably
awesome
not.
point?
That's part of your character, right?
Okay.
So your character's assumed to have like the basic stuff. So like if you're like, well, I'm a big bruiser with a crane for a weapon, I'm not gonna penalize you for saying I have a wrecking ball, right?
Okay, that's fine. I wasn't sure how you want to implement
So
that.
you should also have an idea what kind of like, if you were an action figure toy, what is the gun your character would come with, right? When you were in robot form, what weapons would you have, right? So, you know, you've got the drill there, Jesse Doug. I can't do it. You got the drill, right? You probably have some bombs, so you don't have to ask permission or spend an awesome point to have those because that's part of your character, right? But if you're like, well, my drill also is an energy cannon, and if I charge it, I'll be like, well, that's going to cost you an awesome point, right? Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, so you can transform whenever you want. When you are transformed, you are going to have less stuff you can do. You can't be like, well, I'm going to use my super cool drill to attack you when I'm transformed. Well, that's a lot harder, right? So you have to think like if you were in a vehicle, how would you handle this problem? Okay. All right. Any questions? That's it. We're done. Okay. Time to play. All right. So the Autotrons have a hold up in an abandoned military base in northern Montana. The U.S. government is aware of their existence. They are coexisting peaceably as much as possible with giant robots that are hard to control and scare the crap out of everybody. And the overseers have recently arrived on Earth, and so conflicts have escalated. The overseers are led by a Autotron known as Onslaught Majoris. He not a friendly kind of fellow. He also, in the eyes of most of you, is probably just crazy, right? Like everybody's just sort of like, all right, well, he's nuts. His lieutenant is known as Terrorbite. It's a smaller human-sized mech that turns
awesome.
into a laptop in a C80. So it's like a big, bulky laptop. Right. And then Crater's the sane one. Crater is like the good soldier who signed up and was like, well, crap, I'm committed to this team, so I'm going to do my best. Everybody around me is just crazy, but here we are. So Crater turns into a one of those anti-aircraft vehicles with the missiles on the back, like the trucks with the missiles. Onslaught turns into a big Russian tank. So, and then Malware. Malware is the kind of the spy master of the overseers. Malware can turn invisible, change form, things like that. And it turns into a very nice racing motorcycle, and projects a holographic rider so it can get around. All right.
That's the smart way to do it.
Right?
Yeah.
Not put a 12-year-old kid behind the wheel. Just make a holographic projection. All right. So you've tangled with these a few times. So it's the five of you and an Exemplar Rampart form sort of the vanguard of the Autotrons here on Earth. And so most of what you do throughout the day is just try to like figure out how to get back to your home planet. You don't want, this was an accident. The ship got sucked through a wormhole. It was unintentional, but your star drive was damaged in the flight. And so you're unable to get home. Right. And so a majority of what you do is really broadcast is probably doing research, trying to figure out how to fix the star drive. Right. What you can make do with human technology, and human technology is just not far enough. So, what do you all do during your downtime back at Autotron base?
I'm sitting in one of the in like the main with the big screen that oversees all different things that's going on Earth, and I'm sitting back in the chair, and I've got like my little cassette tape or beta max tapes companions like around me, and we're just like jamming out to some music while we're keeping an eye on different things going on around Earth.
So what kind of music does a broadcast jam out to?
it definitely wouldn't be. You got the touch. You got the power. Yeah.
You're gonna
That's
get me sued.
Stan Bush, but baby, right there.
All right. Sure. I don't even know how to respond to that. Yeah.
Please give this video a like if you liked my rendition of Stan Bush's the touch.
I liked it.
Thank you.
All right. So trying so hard here. So you're sitting there and you probably got your robot feet up on the console, right? Like big old orange headphones on, like grooving out, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, I wasn't around in the 80s, but like Walkman, right? That's the thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool. So you got a Walkman, right? You're like, this is pretty cool. Human music. That's where it's at. And all of a sudden, one of the screens starts like beeping with a warning.
What's the name of the computer that we use?
I don't know what's the name of the computer they use.
It's Frederica.
Frederica 5. Okay. So I'm like, dang, what's going on here?
Yeah, so the thing's flashing because overseers have been detected in New York.
And I'm gonna yell, "Hey gang, get in here!" I guess nobody can hear me. So I get up. So I get up and go to the entrance. I'm like, "Hey gang, get in here!"
All right, man. So me and my 12-year-old kid, right? So I'm in skateboard mode, comes in, like kick flips over the railing, and like as we're in the air, like the kid lands and like I transform in midair, and I'm just like, excellent.
Sure.
I guess I slowly roll in from the cargo bay. I was lifting crates around.
All right.
Just for storage, and then I also transform.
You're making lumbering like doom.
Oh no, I'm in crane form while I roll in, and then and then I transform. What?
So the ground shakes a little bit, and then an auger comes busting out of the floor.
Yes.
And this tank-looking thing with treads and an auger on the front just rolls up into the room you're in. It's like, yeah, what's going on?
It's gonna be really expensive to repair the floor constantly.
Yeah, we don't care.
All right.
It's a regularly occurring thing.
Do you have to do that every time?
Sorry, I was doing a very legal mining operation below us.
Okay.
All right, Brutus.
Very legal.
Yeah.
I think I'm probably gonna come roll it in a little. Oh, not come walk it in. I don't just hang out in there's a car around the base. Come walk it in. I'm not just rolling around the hallways as a crane or anything.
I was doing stuff. Crane stuff.
Doing crane stuff.
Doing crane stuff.
What is crane stuff?
What you doing, Reach? Crane stuff.
Crane stuff. You guys don't know.
All right, so Brutus comes in.
All right, so everybody's in there.
All right.
The Bruce comes in out, yeah.
And there's your like radio comm on the console buzzes. You got like the big, the big like voice pad thing on the console, right? And it's Autotrons, are you there?
I'm like, I go over to the screen. I'm like, we're here.
Autotrons, this is Exemplar Rampart. You know what, Rob? That's right. Get it together. People are the worst. All right. I am currently pinned down at the docks in New York by the overseers.
Slam bang! That sounds horrible.
Hell? What?
You've never watched any of the Transformers episodes, I'm telling you. I guess so. This is typical 80s transforming robot material right here, man.
This is your Marky Mark all over again.
How can we help, boss?
Nothing.
Exemplar just caps himself. He's done. It's over.
He's self-destructs.
He's like, I can't do this.
He's like, these bad guys are all awesome.
As
and
an
I got to
avatar
see
for the
them
GM's
reject.
frustration, he just ends it all.
Oh,
No,
I liked New York.
So like he's gone now.
Yep, now broadcast is in charge. Congrats, you people. This is your fault.
No, and
This is
now
on all of you. No. I need assistance.
Word.
I think Exemplar Rampart needs our help, guys.
No doy.
What is? All right. I'm trying to give you guys a plot here.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So
I'm just trying to think of how we can get over from where we're at.
like a
We are
teleporter.
all mobile.
Can we all fly?
robots.
The quickest way between 2 points is a straight line, and I can
So
take
we're
us in a straight
tunneling.
line.
Sweet. That is most
Either
triumphant.
that or just everyone climbs on reach and we just Spider-Man between buildings.
I think
On
I
the
think we
hook.
call in Sky. I think we call in SkyTrain and take us over to New York.
Nice use of an awesome point there, Doug.
Yeah, I'm
All
gonna
right.
use an awesome point to call in
Okay.
SkyTrain
Sure.
to all transport us over. SkyTrain is probably like a
like a big cargo plane looking.
yeah.
All right, so you all load in, and SkyTrain takes you to New York. He can't land on the docks, obviously, so you're gonna have to parachute out.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, because
Yes.
we're Autotrons because we can't fly.
Right. So you all jump out with your parachutes. Are you jumping out in? I don't want to ask this, but I'm gonna have to. Robot form or vehicle form?
I'm in BMX mode.
That
right
makes
now.
sense. Okay.
Yeah.
I see we did not bring the kid.
Oh no, the kid's got to come. The kid always comes.
So
It's part of the team.
Yeah,
So like he's
yeah,
on
Robbie,
the
you gotta come
BMX,
with us.
and like we wait until the last possible minute to pop the chute, and just the whole time going down, just like righteous. So as we're just like zooming towards the docks.
So, quick question about landing in New York in potential robot form. How kind of against the masquerade is that?
it's not great, but I mean, the overseers don't care.
I mean, it might be better than like a giant crane with a parachute just dropping out of the sky.
I was gonna wait and see what Jordan was gonna pick as far as how he was dropping out.
Well, is it accepted that like Autotrons exist, or do we still hide ourselves?
No, people know you exist. They just don't. I mean, if you were to be found out, well, let me rephrase that. So people know you exist. They've seen you battle. This stuff happens, but you don't want to get caught because some governments might try to take you apart to figure out how you work.
Yeah, there's agency J347, and they're after our alien technology.
Sure. That what he said. So you can jump out of robot form or car form.
Yeah, I'm totally parachuting down in my robot form, and yeah, I land down and like do the whole power landing move and be like,
the 3-point
And
superhero
shatter
landing.
docks with your gigantic robot self.
Yeah.
Do I still have drill access in robot form?
I assume one of your arms is the drill.
Oh no, it's
You said that was
definitely
one of your
just-
weapons, right?
It's my head. Like,
Yes!
it's just shoulders up is drill.
Jesse, this is amazing.
Where are your eyes?
They're on the drill.
So, like, do you get really dizzy when it activates? Like, how does this work?
You have sensors, man.
I was thinking the drill was more like a hat, like the drill was on top of his head.
No, it is the head.
It is.
Just
Oh, okay.
shoulders drill.
Okay.
I would assume for an eye, it's actually just like one long
Yes.
piece. So
Oh,
it's
you got the Cylon kind of thing going on?
Yeah, but it like goes all the way around.
I get you. Okay.
Oh my
I can dig it.
This is so amazing. I'm gonna buy the crap out of this game.
So am I.
So if I have head drill, then I will go down in robot form. And I will not land softly. I will land like a 10,000 ton robot.
Okay.
Nice.
Brutus.
I'm coming down car form, definitely. Just this little sedan just kind of touches down and swerves a little bit.
You're like a Pinto.
Yes.
All right. And Reach, what do you got going on?
Okay, so we're dropping out of a plane into a fight, right?
Yes.
Essentially. Okay. Being that Reach is accurate, can he see the fight?
Yeah,
From-
you're aware
from
of
the
where it
plane.
is.
Okay. So vehicle form, no parachute. Reach is going to fire his hook onto one of the buildings so he can swing into Terror Bite.
Nice.
All right, I can dig it. Give me a roll.
Alrighty.
And I'll give you advantage because you got the chain hook thingy.
Alright. Success.
All right. Yeah. So Reach is like, so the rest of you are like pulling the chute and like going to land, and Reach is like full speed, like, I'm a crane. I assume you yell something like that, like your battle cry is
Something
like,
like that. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Right.
I am a crane. That's a great battle cry.
You're basically the tick of this team. I'm realizing this.
Yes.
Right. Right? Okay. We'll give Reach a second to come back to us.
Sorry.
So you clunk.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah.
And poor Terabyte, who is already a small-sized overseer, is like cleaned out by like this like 5-ton crane at like terminal velocity.
Yep. I haven't thought of something to say yet. Like,
You haven't?
no.
Okay.
It's gonna come in like 10 minutes.
He's endearingly stupid. He'll come up with something like after the fight's over.
Crane. Surprise crane.
Like,
Surprise crane.
I don't know.
it makes no sense with the maneuver.
Oh.
Let me give you a lift.
What?
You're crying. He picks the.
Oh my god. I can't.
Oh, we're gonna make no progress in this. Can already tell.
It's just gonna be pun after pun after pun.
You missed me. Admit it.
I don't actually. Oh, I cannot tell a lie. All right, so the rest of you land. You see Crane like attached to an old like New York brownstone on the dock, and like whoom, like a pendulum just through the line of overseers. All of them get out of the way, but Terabyte, who is just like clobbered. And you see like this like Terabyte like laying in a crater like 2 blocks away, like. All right, so you all land. Brutus is in car form. The rest of you are in robot form, except so Slick Trick and Brutus are in vehicle form, and Broadcast and Doug are in robot form.
Yep.
So, what are you doing? You're landed. You can see Crater firing his guns. You can see Rampart like behind like an overturned like flatbed, right, taking cover.
Which one of them is the smallest other than Malware since he's flattened?
Well, so Malware's and Terabyte are roughly the same size.
Okay, so
Oh, I hit one of the small ones. Oh.
so
You hit one of the small ones.
Slick Trick,
You jerk.
right? So he's on the docks, and is and Rob is riding him. And he's gonna bike over like towards like Terabyte, and he's gonna try to like dodge laser blast or whatever. And then Rob's gonna jump off, and then Slick Trick's gonna turn into a skateboard like right at the last minute and try to get under Terabyte's foot, and like totally just pull out from under him, like pull his legs out from under him,
Make him fall. Well,
Yeah.
so Terabyte was the one that Reach hit. So you're going after Malware, probably.
Oh, Malware. Okay, yes. So
Yeah,
Malware.
yeah. That's fine. All right, give me a regular roll.
Regular
2d6. Yep.
But you have to name all
uh,
the skateboard tricks that you
I
just
got
used.
a 4 and a 3, so nothing.
Okay. So you get under, and Malware. I mean, Malware is a spy master. Malware is pretty crafty. If any overseers see a trick like this coming, it's Malware. And so Malware like spins out of the way and like kicks you, and you like slide down the street.
Oh, mad heinous.
Sorry, what?
Mad heinous.
Oh, I did not. That's not what I heard.
Oh.
All right, broadcast Doug or Brutus. What do you want to do?
I'll go. You said one of them was behind cover.
Well, your guy, Exemplar Rampart, is behind cover.
Oh, okay.
He's like pinned down.
Oh, all right. Well, I don't want to do what I was going to do then.
That would be a mistake, probably.
On our side. Yeah, definitely want to do like a spear maneuver, but just head first with the drill.
So you're like just gonna like run head first into one of the enemies?
Yeah, exactly.
Which one? There's Crater, there's Onslaught Majoris, or there's Malware. Terabyte's like laying like 2 blocks away, like in a broken car, like
Crater sounds like something more earthy, so I'll go for that one.
Sure. That's your targeting protocol. I get it.
Yeah,
Right.
pretty much.
So you're just, and I mean, you're holding as you are like a drill auger person, so I'll give you advantage on this. Roll 3 dice.
All right, sweet.
There is a half-naked child behind Jordan.
Oh, for
That's his human companion.
Yeah.
So 3 dice. I guess I started charging a bit too soon and they saw it coming.
What do you think's driving the crane?
Oh.
Say hi,
Okay.
Owen.
Yeah, I missed. So I guess I started running head first too soon.
And you like plow into a building, like.
The head gets stuck a little bit, so the body just kind of spins and then it winds down.
Oh, I imagine your action figure toy has like a little thing you turn on the back that like winds up and it like spins real fast.
Yes.
But kids like don't do it that way. They hold it by the head because then the limbs flail and it's funnier. Yeah.
Exactly how the action figure works.
That makes sense to me. All right. So that leaves Brutus broadcast.
I was not thinking Brutus is gonna peel out, heading towards. You just saw, Auger. What was his name? Totally whiff it. He's gonna head out after Crater, and gonna mid transform, trying to smack him with his hammer.
Okay. Cool. Give me an attack roll. 3 dice.
All right, 3 dice.
Yep. Looking for a 5 or 6.
That is not any of those.
Wow. Remember, you can use your awesome points to re-roll.
I think I might do that. Yeah, I'm gonna. Oh, do I still get to roll 3? Or just roll?
Yes. Yeah, you get to re-roll all of them. Yep.
All right, ooh, that's a 6 and a 5.
There you go. All right. So yeah, so you like and jump up and like do the midair transform.
Yep, do the midair
with the big
transform.
hammer.
Yes.
Boom, and Crater like rocks back like Brutus. Right, broadcast.
So broadcast has a tagline that he says all the time. It's called "It's tape time," and that's when he like ejects the tape companions from a compartment in his chest, and he's got three tape companions.
Sure, makes sense.
Let me tell you who they are. He's got a tiger, he's got a vulture, and he's got a hippo. And when he at this point he says, "It's tape time," and like I hit the button, and he goes, "Let's get hip," and like the cassette ejects from his chest and transforms into a hippopotamus and lands on the ground.
What's the hippo's name?
Hip.
No.
Yeah, it's very. Yeah, I didn't come up with anything.
It's gonna say
really.
B-roll.
No, I just. Oh, okay.
Oh man.
Yeah, B-roll. I like it.
You're a bad person.
I feel like that'd be all three of the cassettes are called B-roll though. That's like their little squad name.
Oh, okay. Yeah. The
Oh,
B-roll.
Yeah, that works.
Okay.
You could have
Awesome.
like hip, square, and
No, well, here I got the names for him. Vulture's name is Beaker. The tiger's name is Exotic.
it's not king.
Because
Mhm.
no. Anyway. Or maybe we'll just call him Joe. We'll just call him Joe.
Joe.
Anyway, so I just eject I just eject the hippopotamus tape from my chest.
All right. Is that all you doing?
Yeah, well, I'm just gonna motion for him to go go charge towards one of the
Okay.
one of the overseers.
All right. So, well, now it's the overseer turn then. So, Terabyte like crawls out of the wreckage of the taxi in New York that got totally trashed. Like, oh, she throws up a little bit of oil, right? Because she just got knocked 2 city blocks by a crane at terminal velocity. Crater turns towards Brutus and like, so Crater's big. He's got like a big, heavy like energy gun, like a big stubby looking energy pistol, and he like points it at you and pulls the trigger. Yeah, he does. So you try to get out of the way, and he catches you like in the shoulder, and the blast flecks off your armor plate. So you're stunned. So that means on your next turn, you're gonna have disadvantage on whatever you do.
Okay.
All right, and then he kind of whirls, and Crater fires at Doug, Jesse Doug.
No.
What I meant was he blasts a hole in the building, freeing your head from where it was stuck.
I'm gonna assume a teammate did that and be like, "Oh, thanks, pal."
Onslaught Majoris, he's got one of his arms is like a Gatling gun, and he's like using it to hold down Exemplar, just kind of mowing the area where Exemplar is. On his shoulder, he's got a big like artillery cannon. And he like looks at broadcasts, and like the cannon like turns and swivels. Oh, so you take that's 3 6s. So you're taking a cannon blast in the chest. And it accidentally jams your cassette section shut. So
That's fine. That's fine.
All right.
I'm
I know. So you're hit. And it hits you so hard you're gonna lose an awesome point.
all right. I'm gonna say dang. I'm gonna have to rewind that footage.
All right. And
I think that the all of the bad guys lose an awesome point for that.
yeah, it's trying so hard to run like a coherent game, but every time I collect my thoughts, one of you says something and it's just gone. And Malware vaults over the flatbed and like wraps his electro whip around Rampart's neck and starts like trying to choke him out. And you see electricity coursing into Rampart. All right, it's your guys' turn. What do you want to do?
All right, so so I get up, transform into robot mode. So now when Slick Trick is in robot mode, he's kind of like person sized, so he is smaller, and he's got like the 2 BMX wheels on his back that come up like little wings, but he's got the wheels that he uses for the skateboard and the rollerblades, like 4 on each arm. But they can also detach, like they're projectiles.
Okay.
Like cross his arms, and he's gonna shoot all 4 of these at Malware and try to stop him from choking out Exemplar.
Yeah, give me a roll with advantage. That makes sense.
Nothing. 2 3s and a 2.
Ouch.
In
right.
typical Transformers fashion too, like after they shoot and they all go and they explode, just like new ones are there.
Sure. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, they just like inherently recharge somehow.
Yeah.
infinite wheels in your arms.
Yeah.
You get back. You have to like load them in one at a time into your arm.
Yeah. And then I'll just exclaim, and be like, "Oh, malware, bag your face."
I'm really glad I missed the 80s. All right. So the rest of you can go. Whoever wants to go, just say something and go.
I will change it to robot mode.
Okay.
Yep. I'm gonna look over at Terabyte and just gonna go.
What part of you is the crane?
I kind of figured like I have two just arms, and the crane is actually kind of going up the back.
Okay.
So if I'm gonna use it, I just kind of have to like
It's like
bow
unsheathing
and-
a big sword, kind of.
Yeah.
kind of, yeah.
Come here now.
Yes,
Come
apparently.
here now.
Yep.
Do it.
Yep. Driver agrees.
All right, fair enough. Can't argue with that.
Oh wait, what should I do? Should I try to attack malware? Nope, don't click things. Don't click things.
And then the
Okay,
screen
yeah, I
goes
will-
dead.
Yeah, I will.
Speaking of
Uh,
malware,
I will switch out to the wrecking ball,
okay.
and yeah, I will try to hit. Sorry, I will try to hit crater.
Okay. So you're like spinning around your head and then boom.
Yeah.
Cool. I dig it. All right, give me a roll with advantage.
Yeah, come here.
Hang on, bud. All 3 successes.
All right, yeah. So, I mean, you ring his clock like boom. The head does like a full 360 spin and like, whoa.
You're under construction. Best I got.
Yep. All right. Doug
So-
or Doug.
I'll let Brutus go.
Okay, yes.
Was malware nearby too?
Yeah, malware's choking out Exemplar.
Oh yeah, so he's little, right? I want to just kind of like golf swing him off of Exemplar then, just with the hammer.
Huh.
Yeah.
Give me a roll.
Is it 2 dice then?
3.
3 dice?
Yeah.
I got 2 successes.
All right, yeah. So no problem. So you clock him off and he goes like right into the drink behind the edge of the dock. Yep. All right, one of the Dougs.
The one with the electro whip, is that still?
Nope, he just got knocked into the drink.
Oh, okay. All right. I guess I'll try with with Crater again.
Okay. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna see if I can like pierce a bit of his hole, like up on the shoulders, and then
Okay.
lift up and try and spin him around.
Yeah, sure.
So
Give me a roll. Give me a 3 dice.
3. All right. So I just kind of repeatedly bump and never successfully do what I want.
Would you like to spend an action point to re-roll or an
You know,
awesome
why
point to
not?
re-roll?
That's a good idea. I will do that.
Okay.
And continue to just bump my head on things.
All right.
I maybe pierce the building, drill a little piece of that out, realize I missed.
All right. Broadcast.
I also have, not only do I have my tape team, the B-roll, but I also have an audio blaster that I use to like send like sound waves out.
Sure. Yeah.
And I'm gonna say, as I use it, I'm gonna say, let's crank this up to 11. And what? That's, you love it. And it's going to fire. I want to fire at Onslaught Majoris and to try to get. He's on top of Rampart. Is that what?
He's closing in on him. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to like push him
All right.
away with my audio blaster.
Okay. Go for it.
Just a 2d6, and I get 1 success.
Okay. Yeah. So you hit him and it like sends him like skidding away from Exemplar. So
Cool.
all right. So the overseer's like Terabyte like struggles to her feet, Mauer has like pulls himself out of the water. Crater is like walking like this because he got clocked in the head with a wrecking ball. And Onslaught like digs his feet in, so he stops moving and looks at you all and says, "We'll be back, Autotrons." And like they all transform into their vehicles and take off.
All right.
And then we're gonna cut to commercial break.
Did we win?
We're gonna cut to commercial break. This is when. Can you explain what happens at a commercial break?
Commercial break is how you refresh your awesome points. So what's going to happen is you're going to so this is the first time we're playing. So you're going to describe your action figure and like do a little commercial, like out now for the Autotron toy line, right? You'd be like, this is Reach with wrecking ball lever action or whatever, right? And so the goal is to describe your toy. And then if you do a good enough job, you get all your awesome points back. So we'll start with the broadcast.
Right. It's tape time with the newest Autobot communication officer, or Autotron communication. Sorry, this is like my dream come true because this is what I like as a kid. Like I wanted to be the voice that did these commercials. With the new Autotron communication officer broadcast with his B-roll team cassettes.
I forgot their names.
Yeah, broadcast comes with his signature audio blaster to turn it up to 11. And the B-roll comes with the 3 little micro cassettes, micro transforming cassettes, Hip, Joe, and Beaker.
Joe.
Yeah, Joe the Tiger. It's like
Extra cassettes sold separately.
Extra cassettes sold separately. Okay,
all right,
now on store shelves.
All right, so broadcast, you get all your awesome points back.
Sweet, thank you.
All right, go ahead, Slick Trick.
It's time to get totally wicked in the most extreme the most extreme fashion possible. That's right. The latest Autotron to hit the streets is Slick Trick, Quad Changer, Bodacious Robot. He's major awesome and totally rad. You got BMX bike, skateboard, and rollerblades. Comes with signature wheel blaster and BMX blades. It's glam to the max, homeboys and homegirls. Legit, fine, and fly. Now on store shelves.
All right, that was a commercial thingy. That was good. Yeah, I'll give you that. All right, you get your awesome points back. All right, Doug, Jesse, Doug.
Cool. So Doug's commercial definitely starts off as like a parody commercial. So it's like for like laundry detergent or something. Or we'll say candy because it's Saturday morning thing. So it's like kids like, oh, it's candy.
Cereal, like breakfast
cereal. Be like, oh, this cereal, but it's not the sweetest. And then like everything shakes in the living room, and then like Doug comes out of the ground and transforms holding action figures and is like, it's okay to play with these. And then it's like shows off. We already discussed like that it's head spins. So I feel like that's cheap if I just stop it there.
Oh no.
So it also comes with actual explosions, and they're just firecrackers.
Like a little like white, like throw them on the ground and they popple crack things.
No, like a light them. They're this big, and they actually, and they start with like blowing up. Like they just put a couple toys on it and blow it up, and then like they like put some rock and explosion. And then you see like it just kind of escalates from there, and you see them throw it in a mailbox and shut it and run, and then the commercial cuts off.
That's
This is awesome.
All right, Reed.
Okay, this quick thing. Like we can only have 3 max, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I didn't lose any. So
You still have to do the commercial.
okay,
I still have to.
You're
it's
still on the hook.
gonna be sad.
The commercial is supposed to be fun, so just do the commercial.
Okay. It starts off, it's like, because this is a cartoon, you just see Reach just standing in front of a camera awkwardly. It's like, do you like our show? If so, you can bring some of us home today. New reach action figure with wrecking ball action, and it's just like you kind of like a pop gun thing where just like the wrecking ball just sits on top of the crane and there's a button and just shoots off into a little. That's not how I do that. Anyway, if you fold it right, it looks almost like a crane. Buy it now. Do I get my money? Okay. And that's it. That's all.
Nice. I like it. I like it.
All right.
Oh, I hurt.
You know, my left.
Yeah. You're left.
So I don't know how to follow any of that. I'm thinking it opens up like it just seems like a car commercial. It's just Brutus driving these windy roads for like an unordinate amount. It's like 15 to 20 seconds of just silence. And then it cuts to a brick wall and he breaks through it. And this is totally original. No one's ever used this. And just says, "Oh yeah." And he's holding his action figure with the big hammer. That's it. It cuts to black.
What's Exemplar's commercial, Alan?
Oh, I don't have to do one. I'm the GM.
Oh, come on.
Oh,
Lame.
man.
Hey, get unlimited awesome points.
I stand by that rule. That's fine.
I hope that's orange tang you're drinking.
It's actually grapefruit juice.
Oh, that's not
Sorry.
as healthy.
That is some bright grapefruit juice.
It's actually not. It's just the lighting.
Oh.
That's like liquid.
Oh.
Yeah.
It looks like flat orange soda. Like,
Well, you know what? Yeah, all right. Okay, so commercial break is over. Everybody has recharged their awesome points. All right, so you are all in New York, and the overseers have fled.
I'm gonna go over to Rampart and pick him up and say, "Hey, boss, do you know why they were attacking you?"
They're overseers. What reason do they need?
Yeah, but why were they here in particular?
I have to assume they are attempting to steal some of the power core from the new energy, the new space-time energy projector over there. And like he points at like a big cargo crate thing with like a bunch of locks on it and stuff.
oh yes, the space-time energy producer. How could we ever forgotten?
Bling blam! That's over here. I didn't realize that was in New York.
So should I like pick this up or?
Yeah, let's take it back to base. I don't even
We
know.
do
with you
have a
people.
crane. It should be pretty easy to carry back.
Yeah.
Very.
Yeah.
Yep. Switches out for the hook, picks it up.
So does he just say
I wanted to
Autotrons
be-
burn rubber?
No, he. I wanted to be marooned with Nitro. I know I'm kind of marooned with freaking Broadcast and Trick and Doug. And I mean Doug in both possible ways. Freaking Doug.
Little Rob goes up to Exemplar. He's like, "Gee Willikers, Exemplar. He's like, won't this help you fix your shift to get home?"
I think so, young man. But you shouldn't be here. It's not safe for humans in a battle between Autotrons and Overseers.
Blar, bite me.
There's no way the programming ad agencies will allow a kid to say "bite me" to an adult authority figure. What is this?
It's like the one thing that slipped by the censors.
Right? Yeah. Somebody's getting fired over that. Well,
it gets censored for its next re-air.
Broadcast is gonna say, "Dang, someone needs to get the FCC on that kid."
I imagine when it broadcasts superpowers is like a beep, he can actually censor stuff in real time. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a physical button on the side of his head.
All right, so SkyTrain transforms and comes down and. All right. You want me to take you back to the base?
Like, duh.
Sure thing.
Unless Doug was going to go with that tunnel idea for the way back.
Doug is always pro taking the tunnel.
No, the SkyTrain will fly you all back to base.
That sounds less destructive.
Yeah.
That's what it's
All
like.
right.
And it
So
does the
Reach
little,
helps
like,
unload
cut.
the big crate
Yeah.
with the space-time energy projector or the step,
Oh,
and
Oh,
That's right. mhm.
step it up.
Those of you who know what 80s cartoon that is from,
Don't.
nobody
I
knows.
don't think I know that one. No.
Nobody knows the space-time energy projector or the step.
Yeah.
It makes me really sad. All right.
Hmm.
Anyway,
It reminds me of a different reference, but go on.
so yeah, so you unload it. Exemplar looks at it and broadcast. Can you open this?
Is it a crate?
Mm-hmm.
I'm
It's
gonna
got
be
like a lock on it.
I'm gonna be like, I'm sure Joe can help us with that. And like I hit the and the chest like tries to open up, and like it just does. It keeps like I keep pushing it, and just because I took damage like in the previous and like
Right.
it just and I'm like finally I just like grab it and like and like it finally pops out the
Apex,
and
don't think-
he
don't think
transforms
it's
into the tiger, and like the claws like come through and like open the
Okay.
crate.
Is in the background is Doug with an auger and explosives. Like, oh.
Oh,
And Crane just like kind of pats him on the head.
next time, buddy.
Next time.
Well,
I just pick things up.
When
and
you
put
open
them
things,
down.
there's nothing usually left on the other side of whatever was open. They want the thing inside the crate. All right, so so Joe like opens the crate.
Yeah.
And there is this big glowy like high-tech looking contraption thingy. It's just sitting there and it's like kind of pulsing blue.
Whoa.
All right.
So how is this going to help us get home?
This is a space-time energy projector. We can plug it into our engine and through 80 Saturday morning cartoon mumbo jumbo achieve trans-dimensional warp flight back home. I don't know, man. It's a cartoon. What do you want here?
You mean we're going back home?
Lame. I like it here on Earth.
Well, I still
Yes,
have a
but Mechius
job.
needs our help.
Oh,
The overseers are still in control back there. We must return.
And we're just gonna leave the humans with these gosh darn overseers?
No, we have to take them with us. We must capture them and then put them in the ship in the holding cells.
Deadly.
okay.
How do you suppose we do
All right.
It
that?
sounds like we need to make a trap.
It does.
Oh. What kind of trap are we thinking?
I can make a pit trap.
Nice. Doug, that's a great idea.
I could trap them in like a net.
Just a crane with a net hanging over there, waiting for them to walk by.
with like 4 full-size robot things.
And
You got to
Bro-
dig the pit trap and line it with the net, and then you cover it with some leaves and some sticks.
Yeah.
Yeah, and when they fall in, then the net scoops them up, and it's a totally 80s trap.
That is actually a really 80s trap. All right, so yeah, so Exemplar has to fix the ship.
okay.
He's the only one who can wire the step into the engine. So it's up to the 5 of you to go capture the 4 overseers.
This is a stellar plan.
You know what we should do is we should pose as a plant that creates energy that they would want to harness and put this trap here for them to come and we can capture them.
I'm a big fan of this plan.
We still have the box that this came in, right? The crate.
Yep.
Would everybody fit inside that crate?
Well, you're a crane, so no.
No. Like I could, if you guys all
the bad
get in
guys?
there.
Oh, okay.
If you guys get in the box, I could like act like I'm on my way back with the thing, and they'll be like, "Hey, there's just one of them. Get the box."
Like, man, I take back every time I called you a dip.
When did you call me a dip?
Never.
Okay.
All right. So the rest of you get in the box.
Wait, we don't have. I mean, that's just
I'm in the box already.
okay.
I can.
Me and my boy Robbie were in the box.
You're gonna put the kid in the box.
The kid comes wherever I go. It's just the way
I'm trying to get in the box, but this kid is in the way. I am going to crush him. This box is far too small.
I'm not sure there's enough room for the industrial equipment, so I'll tunnel below the crane.
Okay.
I'll get in the box with the kid and with Slick Trick, and that way we're in disguise as a box.
As the box.
This is
As a
our
box.
disguise, a box.
The
All
solid
right.
snake strategy.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. And so you're gonna go like find a power plant or something? You said
Yeah,
a power source. So what did you mean?
Yeah, well, we're gonna like pretend that we're bringing it to some sort of power plant.
Okay.
And so then that way that they don't
I
realize
feel like
what
this
we're.
equate.
What's that?
Go
Sorry.
ahead. No, go ahead.
So I feel like this equation really needs a. I think we should be going to the dam. I feel like that's where this
like
is.
hydroelectric. Yes.
Yes.
All right.
Like I feel like it's where this always ends up.
Yeah, I dig it. All right.
Alex knows what's up right there.
You guys go to the nearest hydroelectric dam.
Because there's just one like right near.
Yeah, always nearby. Everything's conveniently nearby. And you so are you just hoping they ambush you on the way? Like, are you gonna go there and like dig a pit in the dam? Like, what is the plan at this juncture now?
I think the plan is to have them ambush us.
Okay.
And then we
This
pull
thing
a reverse
obviously-
ambush.
The thing would obviously need to be connected to something in the center, the exact center point on the top of the dam.
That makes sense.
Like
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where everything plugs in.
that's where everything just plugs in to make it work.
You have a
Yeah.
giant just damn socket right there.
That's how they work, right?
Because there's just a step plug up there.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
That's where I keep all my step plugs. So, all right. So, so you guys like take the box, and not moments later, you see a motorcycle, a tank, and a missile aircraft carrier thing come rolling across the dam.
Oh, it's the overseers. I better run. I can't possibly take this step with me. Wink, wink. I just drop it and like fall back a bit.
And so like the tank drives up and then transforms into Onslaught Majoris. Ah, I see we've acquired the step from the foolish Autotrons.
Wait, does Reach hear that?
Mm-hmm.
It's like just kind of like not quite under his breath. I can't believe that worked.
Quick, Crater, take the step. We must use it to escape this planet and strand the Autotrons here. And Crater like turns into his robot form and like picks up the giant crate. Ugh, it's a really heavy, boss.
All right. So now at this point, I'm going to transform into
Kratos heals,
rollerblades.
right?
I'm like rollerblades that like they're on Robbie's feet now. Like he doesn't have to put them on. I just transform and they're on. But my two BMX wheel blades actually stay out and Robbie grabs them, and they're like energy blades now. So we bust out of the crate.
So hang on, you're using this kid as a part of your weapon setup here?
Yeah,
Sure.
like, we're totally-
Yeah.
Does he have a choice? If he doesn't have to put the blades on, do you just like force him to wield your wheels as energy disc?
That's exactly. It's like a mind. It's like a parasitic kind of.
This is so messed up.
And the
Which
voice,
part of you is on which
the
foot?
voice comes out of the rollerblades, and it's like, time for some X Games, and he comes out, and like Robbie does like a double slice, like with the blades.
All right, give me a roll. 3 dice.
Again, wait, which part of you is on which foot?
I don't know if it matters.
It's
they
like the ass
arguing
end
with
is
each
on
other?
one foot, and the top end is on the other foot, and I got 1 6.
Okay. So you like, and Crater like drops the box like, it's an Autotron ambush.
Guys,
All
does that mean I come back now?
All right, so what are you all doing?
Wait, did Reach have the net with us? Like he brought the net, right?
I think we abandoned the net plan.
Oh, we're not using the net anymore. Okay, never
A
mind.
battle on the dam now.
Yeah, we're just on the dam.
How are we capturing these guys?
I
then?
don't know what the plan is.
We're bringing him back dead, man.
The plan was put him in a box, I guess. I don't know.
I thought it was the net idea too, but I guess not. Okay. Or
I thought we'd have a net too.
yeah.
I mean, is it?
I thought it was
reasonable
the
that I
whole
would have
Like,
a net?
remember, you can spend an awesome point to have an
Okay.
item you might need.
Okay.
Okay, okay.
I will
Can I spend an awesome point? And I want to bring that net that we all talked about and agreed to bring.
Sure.
Yeah.
And I'm going to swing it at the 2 smaller
Okay.
overseers.
Okay.
I'm going to throw it.
Roll 2
Is
dice.
that 2 dice? All right. Oh, okay. Nope.
All right. You want to spend an awesome point to reroll?
I just spent 1 to have the net. I might as well spend 1 to reroll.
Okay.
One success.
All right. Well, that's all you need. So you throw the net and you catch the motorcycle, which is malware, and you see
All
a
right.
laptop fly off it, but the laptop's a little too small and it skitters through the pieces of the net before it transforms into Terabyte.
Okay. So Terabyte skitters off into the bushes nearby.
Well, she transforms into her robot form and
Okay.
these like really, so Terabyte like really, it's a laptop that turns into a robot. So she's got these like really elegant kind of sci-fi future looking ray gun things, like the really sleek kind of silvery, you know what I'm describing, right? Like kind of the retro future ray guns.
Yep.
And she starts like choo 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 choo.
What color are her lasers? They're red, right?
Oh, obviously she's a bad guy.
Okay.
Yeah, Blu-ray.
Good guys have green, bad guys have red.
So
Oh,
yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Then I start hearing commotion happening above. So I'm gonna keep doing this whole idea, and I'm gonna like start drilling in a circle underneath Onslaught Majoris to soften the ground so that it crumbles and he falls.
We're
into,
on
like,
the
the
dam,
silver.
though.
They are
right?
on the dam.
All
yes,
right.
do it.
Or make a hole so we have to push them into the hole.
Or just drill down and out so it's like they shoot out water. Like
I'm
Oh.
gonna, without knowing the exact scenario, which one of those would not completely destroy this dam out of those plans?
I can't imagine a giant industrial auger drilling through a dam, in no way not destroying the dam. If I'm being honest.
at
Okay,
this
well
point,
then-
I would think that broadcast has already let like the town below the dam know to completely evacuate, and in the past 5 minutes, it's emptied out. Like it's safe now.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
I
if
sent out
this
an
is-
emergency alert.
Okay. If there's emergency alert. All right, then if there's no way to not do it, then I'll stick with plan A and just drill to destroy and then hopefully sweep them.
Okay.
Yeah, so
don't
he starts
think-
destroying the dam.
Doug's plan is to make a hole. From what Jesse is hearing, is that's not going to work.
All right.
Oh, but Doug's thinking it is gonna work.
Yeah, it's going to work. I'm gonna make this trap hole, and they're going to fall in it.
I'm actually
Don't worry.
looking at a map of dams in Montana. And there's a couple that don't have towns near them.
All right, broadcast. What's up?
So broadcast is gonna go it's tape time. Time to edit the B-roll. And of course, I push the button, and it's still that he hasn't like fixed that compartment still, and it just keeps like trying to open, and it's like he just forgets that he needs to fix it, and so he just rips it open, and they all start popping out. All three members of the B-roll just start, and I'm going to use an awesome point to give them a net. So they each take like a corner of the net, and they start charging towards the like maybe a couple folks of a couple members of the overseers to try to capture them in this net.
Okay, cool. All right, so they're going after Terabyte.
Yeah, we'll say that
she's dancing around, firing her lasers at them and like spinning out of the way and trying to avoid them. And they're like, "Yeah, have a net."
And it's like it's like an energy net kind of thing. Because you can't just use like a regular net. You got to have something like to kind of like suck their power when they're enclosed into it. Yeah.
All right. So I think Brutus still has to go.
I caught malware in the net. Am I going again?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. Reach, have you gone?
Reach
Not yet. Okay. So he's turned around. He's no longer, pretending to not know what's in the crate. He's just picturing like how like dams are like shaped. Okay, he's gonna get the wrecking ball out and just kind of do like a wide swing and try to knock Crater into the water.
Okay.
Was that 3? Is that 2?
That's gonna be 3.
3. Okay. Nope.
Okay. You want to spend an awesome point to reroll?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Point. There we go.
Okay.
That succeeds.
So you spin your wrecking ball around your head and you crack Crater right across the chest and goes tumbling off the edge of the dam.
Sorry about that construction criticism.
All right, the bad guys are gonna go. So Terabyte is trying to avoid the B-roll, and she's blasting at them with her laser guns. Ooh, and both Beaker and Joe get shot, and they get sent like sliding away as.
Hey Joe, you got hit. Get out of here. Thank you.
Leaving only Hip with the net.
Okay.
Crater's like trying to like climb up he's like hanging on the dam halfway down, like he's got his like big robot hand like jammed in there, and he's like hanging on and he's starting to like pull himself up. He's trying to dodge the falling rocks from Doug as Doug is like tunneling through the dam and like pieces are just falling off. And Malware is trying to get out of the net. Let's see how that goes. It goes very poorly. Malware is stuck in the net. Onslaught does not look like he's having a great day. And he, I will destroy you, you Autotron fools! And like, he takes the big cannon that's on his shoulder and it like pops off and it like starts like, and it becomes this big glowy axe.
Nice.
And he like takes it, he comes swinging in at Reach. Yeah, he does.
Oh dear.
So you're like, oh, I got you, Crater. And then like there's like a shunk and like this massive energy axe. Well, massive like metal axe with energy like wreathing and crackling around it, buries itself in your crane, and like the tether line of your wrecking ball like gets cut and like
oh no.
Oh yeah. And you lose an awesome point.
Okay. Ooh. That's
not good. And then he like kicks you, and that sends you like reeling backwards as he pulls the axe out of the crane. So you will be done. So your next action's at disadvantage.
Okay.
All right. It's the Autotron turn. Whatever order you want, go. All right. Have some energy here. Go.
So it's time for some double trouble. I'm gonna transform into robot mode.
Okay.
But I've got Robbie on my shoulders, and he still has the 2 wheel blades.
Okay.
And I'll be like, all right, Onslaught, this one's for Joe. And I'll look at him and I'll look at the camera and be like, Joe Mama. And I'm gonna fire all of my wheel blasters as Robbie goes for another X cut.
Okay. Give me a roll with advantage.
All right. All 3 5s.
All right.
Bam.
All right. So you whoosh, and Onslaught like and he knocks one of the wheels away, knocks the wheel away, and then and he does the multi-hit, staggering backwards with each hit thing, right? Till he's on the edge, he's trying to balance. And then that's when Robbie whoosh, and there's this purple whoosh, X across the screen, and next you see his Onslaught falling down. No, and he grabs on Crater's foot, and he's hanging there on Crater's foot. Oh, pull me up, you fool!
So Bruce is going to tie off the net and toss it over to I don't know, someone else.
Okay.
No, the crate still. We still have the big crate there, right? I'm going to toss him into the crate.
So you
and I'm going to jump off. Throw him into the crate. And I'm going to jump off the side of the dam down towards Crater, holding on. Just hammer first.
Okay. All right. That's gonna be hard to do. Give me a roll with disadvantage. So 1 dice.
Disadvantage. All right.
This
one die.
is all on you.
Oh, lost my die. Oh, it's a 3. Oh.
Oh,
do you have any
Use an awesome point.
I have one last awesome point. I'll use. I'm gonna use a different die. That one sucks. Make it awesome. It's gonna be awesome. It's a 6. Yes.
Oh
Yes.
So crunch, right? And Crater's hand pops loose, and both him and Onslaught Majoris start to fall. And they're both just laying there in this crater on the ground.
That's the shape of their bodies.
Yeah. And
Step off, sucker MCs.
And Crater pulls himself up, and Onslaught pulls himself up, and Onslaught's like, "You fool! You should have held on even when he hit you." And Crater's just like, "Boom!" And then just lays there. All right.
Stuff them all in the box.
Yeah, you guys stuff them all out. You take them back to base.
Okay.
That is where we end part 1 of the Mechaen Gambit, the 2-part Saturday morning serial. So now each character has to say what they learned.
Okay. I'll go if that's okay.
Yeah, go.
Yeah.
Doug did this on Rise of Evil, so Doug knows how to do this. Go.
So it's going to be a close up of broadcast, and it shows. It's when you rent video cassette tapes from your local video cassette tape rental place, and you're done watching those movies, it's courteous to rewind them after you've viewed them before you bring them back. And that's why you should be kind and always rewind. And then it's that's
Be kind to rewind.
Yeah.
All right. Slick trick.
Today, man, I learned that it's totally bodacious to have an excellent friend. That also you should eat your vegetables at dinner time so you have extra energy to be radical like Slick Trick.
All right. Jesse Doug.
Slick Trick. I'm sorry. It's painful, but really funny. It's just Doug with his non-eye drill head stare, looking directly into camera, holding a lit bomb as the fuse starts getting lower and lower and lower. And then right before it reaches the end, it cuts to the next person.
Brilliant.
All right, Reach.
We have a lot of fun here, but construction safety is of tantamount importance. Always wear a protective helmet if you're near a construction site. Also, if one of your main body parts is the tether of a crane and it gets severed, it really hurts.
All right, Brutus.
All right, so I was going to cut to Brutus. Now, kids, I know it looks like a lot of fun to jump off dams, but remember, just because your friends want you to jump off dams doesn't mean you should. It's not safe.
It's at that point you see like Robbie and Slick Trick like flying off the dam in BMX mode.
And there's just like an explosion from up top.
The bomb goes off.
Radical!
So just to drive the point, like Reach takes his broken tether and like tries to catch him with it, and it wraps around him, pulls back, he just goes, "Ow!"
All right, and that has been the Mechaen Gambit. I have been your host, Alan of Gallant Night Games, and I will turn the show back over to Doug/broadcast.
All right. Hey, thank you so much, Alan, for being. I feel like I need to like get back into broadcast mode.
Broadcast, please.
Yeah. I want to thank you for coming on and doing this session. I don't know about you guys, but man, I don't think I've laughed this much in during a session in a while. I think it was really, really fun. I at least I had a good time. I hope you all did as well.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, this was great.
This was amazing.
I had a great time. This is funny as hell.
I'm going to tell folks that it's not out yet, but once it is, if you're watching this after the fact, go down and click on the description of this video, and I'll have the link to Tiny Saturday Mornings in the description so you can pick this up. And yeah, I want to thank everybody for coming on. Let's just go around and maybe plug a little bit of where folks can find more of you. Let's start with Rob real quick.
I'm Rob Klajian. I run A Pawn's Perspective, a tabletop game site. You can find me at pawnsperspective.com or just search social media for Pawn's Perspective and you will find me.
Cool. Jesse, you're next.
Jesse Galina, Rexicon Jesse on pretty much all social media. I do. I've got a new thing for one-page lore fantasy folk coming out on my itch.io coming out soon. And just always doing more RPG stuff.
Nice.
That's on my website.
Very cool. Jordan, how about you?
Hi, I'm Jordan Streeter. I'm the founder of Gamers Against Alzheimer's, and you can find us on Facebook and Twitter. If you have any questions, you can email me at artificertotex@gmail.com. We have kind of suspended activity for the time being, given everything that's going on. But yeah, keep an eye out for us. Hopefully we'll be up and running again soon.
Alex, how about you? Do you have anything you want to plug or any social medias?
I don't really have anything to plug. No, thanks for letting me join, guys. I had a lot of fun.
Thanks
for the opportunity.
Yeah, thanks for making your VCG debut. Y'all are welcome back again. This was a lot of fun, and Alan, thank you again for coming on. And if you'd like, let me know in the comments. What's that?
Do I get to say?
No, you don't. No, this is a whole day of you. You don't even get to. No, of course, plug your stuff.
You can find our stuff at shop.gallantnightgames.com or on DriveThruRPG. I'm on Twitter at Alan Bahr or Gallant K Games. We have a Facebook group. We're everywhere. So. Anyway, if you like our stuff, you should totally pick up some of the other Tiny 6 games that are currently out. There's Mechas and Monsters, Dungeon, Tiny Frontiers Revised, Tiny Supers is a blast. So most of those have shows on this channel already, so you can totally go find them. Don't judge them by those shows, just buy the game instead.
You should judge them
I'm sorry.
Because I'm more thinking the Tiny Dungeon one.
Yeah.
I'm very sorry.
I will tell you, if you have watched this far, please hit that like button down below, and also let me know what your favorite 80s transforming robot was growing up, and put that in the comments, and we'll have a little bit of discussion there as well. Yeah, I want to thank everybody for playing. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. This has been Victory Condition Gaming, because winning shouldn't be the only victory condition when you get to the table. We'll see you next time. Bye now.